Hello, welcome back to Pharma Training Solution. Now, that will be briefly describing antihistamines. Briefly, antihistamines, those medications for antihistamine, which are now, of course, I'll describe the inflammation, histamines, and otacoid, and plays a role in allergic responses and as well as gastric acid secretion. That's because we know H2 receptor antagonists are used in ulcers. Now, of course, the high concentration of histamines are found in mast cells, which are located in the skin, bronchial muscle, intestinal, and then others. However, also located within the CNS. Now, however, also in the GIT from the enterochroma fin-like cells. Of course, histamine synthesized from histidine by L-histidine decarboxylase, stored in the granules and released due to immunological response. Now, which are those histamine receptors and where are they located? We have H1, which are located in smooth muscle, in the endothelium, and of course mostly in the brain at the postsynaptic. H2, those ones are common in gastric mucosa. This one will be discussed in the ulcers. Now, H3 and H4 receptors are also there, and all these receptors are G protein coupled receptors, because you have to know what it means by being a G coupled receptor. Now, what are the effects of histamine? Because in order to understand the drugs and what they would treat, you need to know the effects of histamine. Of course, they can cause local vasodilation, of course, leading to leakage, and of course, this leads to all these inflammatory mediators coming together in acute inflammation. They can stimulate the sensory nerve endings, especially in those one which mediate pain and itch via H1. So this is what occurs in urticaria response. Bronchoconstriction via H1, stimulation of gastric acid secretion via H2. This is in the GIT. And then, of course, in hypersensitivity reaction, we can have abortion due to uterine muscle contraction, and of course local pain because they stimulate the nociceptive receptors. The H1 receptor antagonist, of course, this is what we shall look at now. Of course, they block the actions of histamine by reversibly binding to H1 receptors. We have the first generation one: piriton, chlorpheniramine, cycloheptadine, brompheniramine, doxylamine. This one is common in certain combination: promethazine and the phenhydramine. The second generation one, the cetirizine, levocetirizine, loratadine, fexofenadine. I hope we know all these drugs. Now, of course, the first generation agents have strong sedative effects because they have more effects within the CNS than the secondary generation. And it's very important when you're dispensing these. It is here. We'll talk about later. Of course, the therapeutic uses, we have allergic response, and of course they can be used as sleeping aids, control of motion sickness, in pregnant women, and vomiting. Now, motion sickness, all this one. So the side effects, we have this sedation, dizziness, tinnitus, incoordination, lassitude, fatigue, and bad vision. These are not commonly in H1, first generation. However, when dispensing these drugs, it's always important to tell the patient to avoid operating heavy machinery because can have some problem. Remember, this has been a short presentation. You can always refer for more information. Always contact us. I always remain Wilson from Pharma Training Solutions. Thank you very much. In case you haven't subscribed, you can click on the subscribe button. You'll be supporting us. Thank you very much.